Alright, and once you find the x-coordinate of the vertex, you're going to plug that in for h. And to find the y-coordinate of the vertex, we could plug in the x-coordinate into our original equation and then see what the y-coordinate of the vertex is. And then a, the number in front of the parentheses, is just a coefficient in front of x squared. So we plug in a, h, and k, and we have our vertex form, and then we can sketch a graph. So let's try with this one. So let's put this in vertex form, then find the vertex, and then the direction it opens, y-intercept, buddy point, and then put all that and sketch a picture of a graph. Alright, I'll show you what I mean about buddy point in a moment. Alright, first let's find h. Okay, I'll show you another way to find h, but the easiest way is just to know that it's always going to be the opposite of b over 2a. Alright, the x-coordinate of the vertex is the opposite of b over 2a, and you can remember that as part of the quadratic formula, right, without adding or subtracting the discriminant. So a is 2, b is 8, c is 7. So it would be the opposite of 8 divided by 2 times 2, which is negative 2. Alright, so negative 8 over 4 is negative 2. So that's our x-coordinate of the vertex. So if we want to know what the y-coordinate is when x is negative 2, we could just plug that in. And this is something that we can evaluate with or without a calculator. I mean, if you had a calculator that's a graphing calculator, you could always just, a negative 2 there, so negative 16. You could always just graph it and find the vertex that way. So you probably have to plug this in manually. So it's 8 minus 16 plus 7. So that will come out to negative 1. Alright, so now I know that my x-coordinate of my vertex is negative 2, and my y-coordinate is negative 1. Alright, and again, this was a negative 16. I messed that up. Alright, now a is 2. So the same a in standard form is the a in vertex form. So our equation in vertex form is going to be 2 times x minus the x-coordinate of the vertex, which was negative 2, so make it a plus 2 squared. Alright, and then minus 1. Okay, so now I will sketch a graph. So if first we could find our vertex, so I'll plot that right around here. It was at negative 2 comma negative 1. Alright, and this graph's going to be more narrow than usual because it has a coefficient of 2, so all the y-coordinates, they're going to be twice as far as they are from each other in the parent graph. Alright, now the way to graph that narrow is just to find the y-intercept, which would be 7, because if you plug in 0 for x, you get 7, so you go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so this point's at 0, 7. Alright, this point was at negative 1, negative 2. Alright, so now we have what half the parabola looks like. So now we're going to use symmetry to graph the other half. Now, so we got the vertex, we got the direction it opens, we got the y-intercept, now we need the buddy point. Now, to find the buddy point, you're going to use symmetry. What I mean by that is that there's a vertical, the axis of symmetry is right here. So if I were to reflect a graph over that line, it would look like that. So I can use this point 0, 7, and I'm pretty much going to reflect it over the line x equals negative 2. I messed this up. This here should be at negative 2, negative 1. So if you look at this point here, it's 2 to the right of the axis of symmetry. So I got to go 2 to the left, and that'll take me to negative 4, 7. So I'm reflecting it over a vertical line, so it doesn't change height. It's going to have the same y-coordinate. But if it's 2 units away from the vertex to the right, the other point's going to be 2 units to the left. Alright, then we're going to just complete it, and there's our parabola. And there's an accurate sketch. I got 3 points. And that's everything you need to know to graph a parabola and after putting it in vertex form.